Self, ma'am.
Okay, then you can continue there itself.
Okay, ma'am.
So this case, you can just write it down. All of you, not only Abhirami, everyone. A 5-year-old boy was brought to the casualty after taking 6 tablets of hematinic. He had hematemesis, vomiting, diarrhea with black stools. Questions are: identify the poisoning, reason for the black color or the feces, toxic dose of the above drug, management of this poisoning, 2 oral chelators of the above drug. So please write it down in your notebook. After finishing, in your Abhirami, these questions is it there in the note in your record? Is it printed there?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
It's
then
blank at the subject.
yes, it is not printed. Okay. All of you write it in your notebook, record book, last pages. Is it over? Jubin Samad, have you written? Is it over? Jubin Samad.
Ma'am.
Who is there behind you?
Hostel.
Hostel. So you can close the door when you are attending a class. You can close the door so that they won't disturb us. Or if someone is sitting in the room, ask them to keep quiet. And for their classes, you have to keep quiet.
No.
Okay, have you written? Finished writing? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm okay, you are correct. Jubin Samad, I am asking, have you written?
Ma'am, I take a screenshot.
No. No
Yeah,
screenshot. You have to write it down.
Okay.
Why you are not writing? You don't have a record? You didn't buy the
No,
record?
ma'am.
You didn't buy the record?
No, ma'am.
Why?
I had to buy it on yesterday. When I go there was no staff.
Okay, for today, only for today, you can take the screenshot. Next class onwards, this is not, I won't allow you, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, today itself, you get the record and write it in your record. Okay, I
ma'am.
think all of this are written. Have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then, okay, Jubin, what is the poisoning? A 5-year-old boy was taken to casualty and this is a child, hematinic. He had taken a hematinic and there is hematemesis. What is hematemesis, Jubin? Hematemesis means what is it? Hello. Jubin Sama. What is hematemesis? What is the meaning of hematemesis? Hmm? So, can you hear my question?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by emesis? Emesis?
Vomiting of blood.
Hematemesis means it is vomiting of blood. So the child has hematemesis, vomiting, diarrhea with black stools. The stool is black in color. Normally the stool will be, what is the color? What is the color of stool, normal stool? Hello. What is the normal color of the stool? Green, yellow or black? Jubin Samad, are you there? I am asking you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What is
Yellow.
it? Yellowish. It is somewhat yellowish. Okay. So this is black stool. So what is the poisoning here? He has consumed some tablets. So which tablet? Can you just tell me what is the tablet he has consumed? Go fast. We have to take 2-3 cases. Any idea? Anyone? Anyone? Can anyone tell which is the poisoning? Which tablet? Which tablet causes black stools? Black color for the stool. Anyone in the class? Yes, Swati, you are correct. It is iron. So it is you are very good. So it is the poisoning with iron tablets. The child has taken some 6 tablets of iron tablets, ferrous sulfate tablets. Okay. Okay, rest of the thing I will tell. Reason for the black color of the feces, it is actually this iron will combine with sulfur and it forms iron sulfate that will give the color, black color. Toxic dose, it can be up to some 1 gram. Management, because this iron poisoning, you have seen all the symptoms, hematemesis, vomiting, diarrhea, etc. So first of all, we had to remove we had to do the gastric lavage to take out all the tablets that is already in the stomach, those that which absorbed we cannot do. Then vomiting. For vomiting, we had to give fluids. Then there is a drug that is used for chelating or binding the iron that is already absorbed. That is called desferoxime. So that we have to give. And okay, now and 2 oral iron chelators are also there. You may not be knowing. Then I'll show the answers. Now you can write it down. So I'll be just, so questions you have already written, you just answer for number 1, 2 like that. You can write it down. See this picture, this child, see black color means this is only a brownish black. You can see this brownish black color, but this will be somewhat permanent. So you have to, for children, you should not give this iron tablet. Sometimes if it is very more, I mean syrup also, it can cause this coloration, discoloration in the teeth. So this is the iron poisoning. So the answer to the first question, it is iron poisoning. Please write it down. Iron sulfide, because this gives the color. You can write it down. I'll be keeping this. Finished writing, Swati?
Yes, ma'am.
So all others? Okay, we are this is only up to third question. I mean, now the answer fourth is the long one, that is a management. So everything you have to write. So first we have to milk and egg yolk. So milk and egg yolk, you have to make a mixture and that has to be given to the child. That will bind iron. Then the drug is desferoxane. First you have to give IM. Then in the gastric lavage, in the water, that is how we will be doing the gastric lavage, no? Gastric cleaning, stomach cleaning. So in that water also we have to mix this desferoxane. And first it has to be, we have to give the gastric lavage. After that, some amount should be kept in the stomach itself to absorb any more iron. Then IV infusion of desferoxane. Then there will be vomiting. So we have to give body fluids, replacement of body fluids using saline and metabolic acidosis we have to correct. And we have to use ringer lactate, etc. And some patients may develop convulsions. So we have to use diazepam. And the last question answer is the two oral iron chelators. It is deferriprone and deferacerox. So the answer to the fourth question up to from A to F. And answer to the fifth question, it is this one. Please write it down. Jubin, today you have to get the record and write it in your record. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We can take the screenshot. Have you finished writing? Swati?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we will go to the next case. So you have to do it fast. Now it's already 23 minutes. Okay. So next case, please write it down, then we will discuss. A 45-year-old is admitted in MICU after taking the seeds of Datura stramonium. This is Datura. It's a plant. He has dryness of mouth, tachycardia, dilated pupil, retention of urine, flushing, and fever. Identify the poisoning. Name two groups of drugs that will develop these symptoms. Management of the above case. Please write it down. 2 minutes. Go fast. Okay, have you written? Someone say yes or no.
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay. So what is the poisoning? So this is the plant. Have you seen this plant? It's a wild. Yes. So this is Datura stramonium. So what is the drug that is taken from this plant? Atropine. Yes. Today Swati is scoring many points, so she's correct. It is atropine. So this poisoning is atropine. So name two drugs of that will develop these symptoms. I think you may not be knowing that. I'll show that. Management of the above case. What is the drug for atropine poisoning?
Physostigmine.
Very good. Physostigmine. Okay. Now please write down the answers. So in the management, there will be more. Not only we have to give atropine. Sorry, we have to give physostigmine, gastric lavage. Everything is there. So you can write it down. So first answer to the first question, it is atropine poisoning. Two other group, it can be any other anticholinergic drug. It can cause the same symptoms. And tricyclic antidepressants. It is in this psychopharmacology. Tricyclic antidepressants, they are also having anticholinergic side effects like atropine. That is the two groups of drug. Answer to the second question. And answer to the third question, we have to give gastric lavage, that is the stomach should be clean. Then we have to give physostigmine. Then there may be delirium and restlessness. It has to be treated with diazepam. Then the patient will be having photophobia. Photophobia means if he is exposed to sunlight, it will be irritating to him. So we have to keep him in the dark room. Then there will be, because of the anticholinergic side effect, there will be urinary retention. That is, he cannot pass urine. So catheterization has to be done. And because of the anticholinergic effect, there will be a fever. So we have to give tepid sponging. Then good nursing air and oxygen and artificial ventilation if necessary. So please write it down. First, the answer to the first question, second question, third question. Please write down 2 minutes. Over? Is it over?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Sharath. Sharath, what is this tepid sponging? What do you mean by tepid sponging? Any idea? Tepid sponging?
No, ma'am.
No idea. Anyone? Tepid sponging? What do you mean by tepid sponging? If you don't understand, please ask. You have to ask me. No, Gautam, what is the meaning of tepid sponging?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, I asked you one question. What is the meaning of tepid sponging? Hmm? Pyrexia means what? Hmm? That you should know. No, already I have told. What is pyrexia? Anyone in the class?
Fever.
Fever. It is fever. So tepid sponging so when suppose a child is having fever, what will you do first? Gautam.
Medicine.
Immediately paracetamol. No, the child is having fever, mild fever. So what will or high fever. Along with paracetamol, what will you do? Hmm? Hmm? So no one is answering. Who can tell? Yes, someone is answering. Yes, tell me.
Cold water.
Yes, you have to cool the head with cold water. There is a sponge that is kept in water, and it has to be kept on the forehead. So that is, it will reduce the fever. So that is called tepid sponging. Okay, I think that is your return. Now we are going to the third case. So this you can write. First you write the question. A 65-year-old man had taken 10 tablets of digoxin, 0.25 milligram, accidentally, digoxin accidentally, and is brought with nausea, vomiting, pulse rate 50 per minute. ECG showed extrasystoles, bigeminal rhythm. Number one, first question, management of digoxin toxicity. Number two, relation between hypokalemia and digoxin toxicity. Number three, in severe toxicity, which is the antidote used. Please write down the question, then I will explain. Over.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So here the man had taken 10 tablets of digoxin. Digoxin, this is a drug given in which condition? Sharat Chandran, digoxin is given in which condition? In which condition we will give digoxin? Tell. There is a cock in your house. Hen or making nice. So what is the digoxin? Yes, Titus Philip. Digoxin, it is used in which condition? Titus Philip, where are you? Titus Philip or Titus Philip Anthony, have you left the place? Okay. Hatif Kapen? Hatif.
Yes, ma'am.
Digoxin is used in which condition?
Ma'am, congestive cardiac.
Yes, cardiac failure. Very good. So this person has taken 10 tablets of digoxin and now he is having some, because it is 10 tablet, isn't it? So usually we will give only one tablet. So 10 tablet and there will be nausea, vomiting and pulse rate is 50 per minute. That means there is bradycardia. Then ECG showed extrasystoly. Extrasystoly means you can see this picture. Sometimes we may develop some extra abnormal rhythms that is not regular. Some days, once in a while, this is called extrasystoly. It is not normal. Then and also bigeminal rhythm. Bigeminal means bi means two. So there will be a normal rhythm and abnormal. So normal, abnormal, normal, abnormal like that. So that is called bigeminal rhythm. If you when you go to clinics, if you please mute your phones. Bigeminal rhythm means when you feel the pulse, you can feel one normal pulse and abnormal. So like that. So that is called bigeminal rhythm. So digoxin toxicity, all this happens. So management of digoxin toxicity, I will show. We had to stop digoxin because he has already taken 10 digoxin, and other measures we will see. Then relation between hypokalemia and digoxin toxicity. Usually, if the potassium level is low, then the digoxin toxicity will increase because the mechanism of action of digoxin is to bind with the sodium potassium ATPase pump. So if the potassium level is low, hypokalemia means low potassium, it will enhance the binding of digoxin with the sodium potassium ATPase pump. So hypokalemia, if it is there, the toxicity will increase. So if there is hypokalemia, we have to be careful. In severe toxicity, which is the antidote? Can anyone say which is the antidote? One antibody is there.
Potassium.
Who was telling potassium?
Neeta.
Neeta. Yes, it is not an antidote. If there is hypokalemia, we have to give potassium. There is an antidote. That is, if there is severe digoxin toxicity, what is an antidote? One antidote is there. Okay, no problem. That is called DigiBind. DigiBind. Yes. This is the management. You can write it down. Stop digoxin. Stop. Yes, I'll explain first. So we had to stop digoxin. We had to stop if the patient is on diuretic. Already the patient is having cardiac failure. So he may be on diuretics. Diuretics can cause hypokalemia. So we have to stop diuretics because hypokalemia will increase the toxicity of digoxin. Then we have to estimate serum potassium. If serum potassium is low, then we have to give oral potassium. As she was telling, and Neeta was telling, we have to give oral potassium. Then if it is there is bradycardia, we have to give atropine. Atropine will increase the heart rate. Supraventricular tachycardia, you can see this is bradycardia. You can see the heart rate is very low. This is bradycardia. Supraventricular tachycardia means in addition to the normal rhythm, there will be additional re-entrant loop, and because of that, the heart rate will be faster. So this is a normal one. This is the supraventricular tachycardia. And if there is supraventricular tachycardia, we have to give propranolol. It is a beta blocker. Verapamil, it is a calcium channel blocker. It should not be given because it increases the serum digoxin concentration. Then along with this digoxin toxicity, there can be ventricular tachycardia. This is the ventricular, this QRS complex. You can see. If you see the ECG of ventricular tachycardia, it will be looking like this. So if when you are posted in ICU, you can see some of the ECGs and you can diagnose. So if the QRS complexes are coming like this, it is ventricular tachycardia. It is an emergency situation. We have to treat immediately. And what is the drug? It is lignocaine or phenytoin IV. So this is ventricular tachycardia. This is supraventricular, and this is bradycardia. And the previous one I showed you, this is bigeminal rhythm, and this is extrasystolic. So whenever you see some ECGs, you just look for all these features. If you find something, you can just tell your senior sir, and you can tell them that he is having so and so problems. So okay. So now you please write it down. Yes, the last one is not there. Yes. The answer to the second question, it is inhibition of sodium potassium ATPase is involved in the toxic action of beta. So hypokalemia increases the binding of digoxin to sodium potassium ATPase pump and enhance toxicity. And the anti-digoxin antibody, the name of the drug, that is antidote. It is DigiBind. See, it is starting with digitalis digoxin DigiBind. That is that which bind digoxin, DigiBind. Okay, now please write down the answers. Answer to the first question up to A to G. From A to G, it is answer to the first question. So once it is over, please tell me. I'll change the slide. Tejas Philip, have you come back? Are you there? Are you fooling us? Tejas Philip. Okay, I'll find out. Once it is over, one of you please tell whether it is over or not.
Over, ma'am.
Over. Okay, now the answer to the second question. Second and third, please write. Go fast. It's 9:45. For practical exam, one toxicology case will be there. So around 10, 12 cases are there. One question will be there for the university toxicology. Is it over? Go fast. 2 more minutes. When it is finished, you tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Over.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Neeta, it's over. Everyone else, is it over?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Hmm.
No. Who was telling no? Hmm? Anyone? Everyone? Sharat, have you written?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then I think that was the 3 cases, but I have to discuss some other thing. Thank you.